Hi guys, welcome to Weekly AI News. In today's video, we will see how Google dropped the most intelligent AI model ever. And still, OpenAI outshined Google's this achievement by breaking the internet with a viral feature. And you know what? This viral feature apparently helped OpenAI to gain 1 million followers within hours. And we will also see how Elon Musk made a crazy $33 billion move that could put him in the front row of AI race. Apart from this guys, there are many more other interesting AI news also, so make sure you stay till the end. So now let's dive into details. Google quietly dropped Gemini 2.5 Pro and crushed every OpenAI model in the market. Google Gemini 2.5 is possibly the most intelligent AI model we have ever seen. It's not just little better than the rest, but from crushing benchmarks to insane reasoning and coding ability, Gemini 2.5 Pro is making serious waves, guys. So let's break down exactly what makes this model so special and why it might change the game forever. In key benchmarks, Gemini 2.5 Pro is acing every subject. On humanity's last exam, a brutal test made by global experts for reasoning and knowledge, it scores 18.8. For comparison, OpenAI's O3 model high scores only 14%. In science, it scores 84%, in maths 86.7%, and in coding, it scores 70.4%. In coding, Claude used to be untouchable, but now Gemini 2.5 is closing the gap. Forget benchmarks for a second, let's see what actual users are saying. According to LLM Arena, which ranks models based on real-world usage, Gemini 2.5 Pro is climbing very fast. It made the biggest ELO rating jump of 40 points. That means people are preferring to use it. But here's the thing guys, benchmarks have now started to get saturated and all the top models are hitting high 80s and 90s. The gap is closing faster than we had imagined. So you must be thinking what really makes Gemini stand out. The answer is guys, vision. That is really the differentiator. And no, we are not just talking about recognizing cats in the photo, but Gemini 2.5 absolutely crushes the visual reasoning tasks, hitting 81.7% on MMLU visual exam, miles ahead of other models. This is huge because multimodal understanding is the future of AI. We are talking about image understanding, visual analysis, visual context reasoning. The possibilities are endless, guys. Now let's move to the big news from OpenAI. They just launched a native image generation in ChatGPT 4.0 and the internet is going crazy over it. You all must have seen Ghibli-style art in Twitter or Instagram. This image generation model of ChatGPT turns simple text prompts into stunning Ghibli-style art, and this has exploded into a viral trend, with users everywhere uploading their photos, pets, and even memes. The trend got so out of hand that OpenAI CEO Sam Altman posted on X that their GPUs are melting. And to deal with this overload, OpenAI is rolling out temporary rate limits. In another tweet, Sam mentioned that they added 1 million users in just 1 hour. Yes guys, let that sink in. ChatGPT's initial launch took 5 days to hit 1 million users. And now they have added million users in just 60 minutes because of this viral trend. Apart from creating this Ghibli images, this model is a game changer because it nails text rendering in the images, which was a huge problem in the earlier models. Apart from this, the model provides way better realism, direct image editing with natural prompts, and most importantly, character consistency. Here are some of the images generated by 4.0. If you're a photographer or a graphic designer guys, this model has the potential to put you out of work. So you better start using AI in your day-to-day work. Next guys, Amazon officially announced Nova Act, a brand new AI model designed to take real action inside your web browser. That's right guys, not just a chatbot, but a full-on web operator. Nova Act is a part of Amazon's growing AGI lineup and is available through nova.amazon.com. And right now it is available to the users in the US only. The SDK, which is already live on GitHub, lets developer build and experiment with AI agents that can browse, click, search, filter, and complete web tasks, all from natural language instructions. Think of it like a ChatGPT, but instead of just telling you what to do, it actually does it. The agent works using what Amazon calls as ACT calls, structured instructions that tell model how to interact with a page, clicking buttons, closing cookie banners, selecting drop-downs, filling out forms, and more. You can watch it automate full flows like placing grocery orders, reordering from your favorite restaurant, or even booking a hotel. Nova Act is currently outperforming models like Claude 3.7 Sonnet and even OpenAI's latest models on tasks like natural language instruction following, screen interactions, web icon navigation, and visual UI comprehension. For example, in screen spotting tasks, Nova scored 0.939 compared to Claude's 0.900 and OpenAI's 0.883. That is a noticeable edge, guys. Next, guys, this week Meta dropped Llama 4 and it is insane. Let's look at this clip from Mark Zuckerberg for more details.
Hey everyone, it is Llama 4 Day. Our goal is to build the world's leading AI, open source it, and make it universally accessible so that everyone in the world benefits. And I've said for a while that I think that open source AI is going to become the leading models. And with Llama 4, this is starting to happen. Meta AI is getting a big upgrade today. So if you want to try Llama 4, you can use Meta AI in WhatsApp Messenger or Instagram Direct, or you can go to our website at meta.ai. Today, we are dropping the first 2 open source Llama 4 models, and we've got 2 more on the way. The first model is Llama 4 Scout. It is extremely fast, natively multimodal. It has an industry-leading, nearly infinite 10 million token context length, and it is designed to run on a single GPU. It is 17 billion parameters by 16 experts, and it is by far the highest performing small model in its class. The second model is Llama 4 Maverick, the workhorse. It beats GPT 4.0 and Gemini Flash 2 on all benchmarks. It is smaller and more efficient than DeepSeek v3, but it is still comparable on text, plus it is natively multimodal. This one is 17 billion parameters by 128 experts, and it is designed to run on a single host for easy inference. This thing is a beast. Then we've got 2 more models on the way. One is Llama 4 Reasoning, and we're gonna have more news to share on that in the next month. And the last one we are calling Llama 4 Behemoth. This thing is massive, more than 2 trillion parameters. I'm not aware of anyone training a larger model out there. It is already the highest performing base model in the world, and it is not even done training yet. We're gonna share more about Llama 4 Behemoth soon. Overall, Llama 4 is a milestone for Meta AI and for open source. For the first time, the best small, mid-size, and potentially soon frontier models will be open source. There's a lot more to do, but the trajectory here is clear. We've got more model drops coming soon, so stay good out there.
Now let's move to Microsoft, guys. They introduced their 2 reasoning agents for work called as Researcher and Analyst. Researcher helps you to tackle complex, multi-step research at work. It's just like deep research tool of Google and OpenAI. It combines OpenAI's deep research model with Microsoft 365 Copilot's advanced orchestration and deep research capabilities. Let's look at this clip.
Let's take a look. Now, let's say I work in product development and we're entering a new market. So I need help developing a product strategy for our expansion. I enter my prompt and Researcher gets to work. It asks clarifying questions as a seasoned colleague would and uses my response to move forward. The agent takes my prompt, understands the task, and constructs a plan to reach an answer. You'll notice it reasoning over all of my work data in the Microsoft Graph, not just one file. Here, we can see its chain of thought reasoning. You'll see it working through the problem in real time. It builds an understanding of my product lineup, references recent meetings, and even pulls industry updates from the web. This process takes a few minutes, so let's jump ahead to the result. I got a really thorough response, in line with what I'd expect from a researcher on my own team. I can edit it in Pages where I can bring in my team to collaborate. What we just saw was built on the Microsoft Graph and the web. But Researcher can also be connected to third-party data via connectors and can leverage other agents, like the sales agent, to connect to its rich data and access its logic. Only Copilot knows what matters to you.
And then there is Analyst that thinks like a skilled data scientist, so you can go from a raw data to insights in minutes. It is built on OpenAI's O3 mini reasoning model and optimized to do advanced data analysis at work. Analyst uses chain of thought reasoning to progress through problems iteratively, taking as many steps as necessary to refine its reasoning and provide high quality answers that mirrors human analytical thinking. Let's look at this clip.
Let's see the agent in action. Imagine I'm in marketing, I'm trying to understand our most loyal customers. I have this really messy data set. You can see thousands of rows and a few tabs across customers and their monthly revenue, and none of it has been cleaned or contextualized. Usually, to make sense of this data, I'd need to ask my colleague who knows Python. But let's try the analyst agent. I don't have to spend time writing the perfect prompt to get what I'm looking for. I'll just ask it to help me come up with an easy way to learn and visualize my customer base. You'll see the agent takes my question, understands the task, and constructs a plan to reach an answer. It also identifies the Python tools it may need to complete the task, just as a data analyst would. It can take any complex dataset, make sense of it, and execute Python code to reason through the questions you have about the data. If I want to see more into its thought process, I can always click and see its chain of thought reasoning, as well as the Python code it's running in real time. This allows me to validate and trust in its thinking and approach. Analyst is already on to the final step and starts working on a visualization. Now I've got the answer I was looking for. With Analyst, now every employee has access to their own 24/7 data analyst. It knows Python, it's right within Copilot, and it uses chain of thought reasoning so you can check its work.
Now let's talk about China, guys. DeepSeek launched a brand new version of DeepSeek v3, which is their general purpose non-reasoning model. This model is seriously powerful when it comes to coding and mathematics, but it has some gaps when it comes to reasoning and logic. Now you must be thinking, then why is this important? Let me explain this to you guys. Reasoning models use step-by-step method to solve problems. That's great for accuracy, but it also means they consume a lot of compute power. Plus, training and fine-tuning reasoning models is super expensive. But models like DeepSeek v3 can provide high accuracy without relying on complex reasoning. This makes using AI way more affordable and efficient. Basically, using v3 will be further cheaper than using thinking models like R1, and we will get powerful results without massive costs. And the best part is, guys, DeepSeek v3 is released under MIT license. This means users have permission to reuse the code for any purpose. If you are into front-end development and math challenges or just experimenting with AI models, this one's definitely worth checking out. Meanwhile, guys, Alibaba came in hot with a new 32 billion parameter model right between their previous 72 billion and 7 billion version. It is called Qwen 2.5 BL. And yes, it's open source under Apache 2.0. What's wild is that, guys, it can actually see images and respond based on visual inputs. They also dropped a Max model, a visual reasoning model that doesn't just interpret images, it can reason through them with chain of thought style thinking. Next, guys, let's talk about Elon Musk. XAI just acquired X, and this could be the biggest move in the AI history. So let's see what's happening. Elon Musk AI company XAI is acquiring social media platform X in an all-stock deal that values X at $33 billion. Now that's actually 25% lesser than what Musk actually paid for it in 2022. Now you must be thinking, why? Why this crazy move? Actually, X has something that most AI labs would kill for: massive amounts of real-time human-generated data. We are talking about 600 million users constantly producing text, sharing opinions, and reacting to world events as they happen. This is pure gold for AI training, guys. For example, when OpenAI or Anthropic want to train their models to understand how people really think, they have to pay huge amounts of money for that data. And now Musk gets all that for free. Musk's AI assistant Grok is already integrated into X, but now it gets something even more valuable, that is direct access to platform's live data. This means Grok can stay updated on breaking news, trending topics, and cultural shifts in a way that other AI assistants simply can't. From a business perspective, this move is already paying off. XAI's valuation jumped from $24 billion to $80 billion after this announcement. This actually outpaces even OpenAI's growth trajectory. Now talking about OpenAI, guys, OpenAI also raised $40 billion at a $300 billion valuation. This unprecedented 40 billion round has nearly doubled OpenAI's valuation in just few months. That is one of the fastest value increase for any company in the history and one of the largest ever funding rounds of all time for a private tech company. Next guys, Runway released Gen 4, their most powerful AI model yet. Gen 4 sets an entirely new standard for image and video generation guys. And for the first time ever, it delivers something we have been waiting for, world consistency, which means you get same characters, same locations, same objects across multiple shots and scenes. Here are some clips. That's it for today guys. Subscribe to our channel for more AI news.